And here they are. You want to write these down, and I'm going to give you some examples that you can leave here today and find all the pre-sold prospects you want. Remember, they're already pre-sold. They want the two things we offer. So a great rapport phrase to start with is, I'm just curious. I'm just curious, are you from Dallas? I'm just curious, are you from Fort Worth? I'm just curious, are you from Philadelphia? Okay? I'm just curious, have you worked here very long? If you say, I'm just curious, what follows, I'm just curious? A question, okay? I'm just curious, have you worked here very long? I'm just curious, is this your full-time job? Watch this. I'm just curious, you get an electric bill? I'm just curious, you get a wireless bill? That is the rapport builder. The icebreaker, how we introduce Stream into the conversation, because I was taught not to give a presentation unless they asked me for a presentation. Wouldn't that be nice if you had people every day asking you for a presentation? I typically don't present to anybody unless they ask me for one. And these skills are how I learned to do that. So the icebreaker is, I just found out. So I just found out how to get a lower bill. I just found out how to get unlimited data for $30 a month. I just found out how, I love this one. I just found out how to get a raise without asking the boss. I just found out how to fire the boss and start my own business. Now there's one person that might not work out. The boss. Right? Okay? I just found out how to take 2 6-month vacations twice a year. Some of you. Some neighbors, tell your neighbor. Hey, I just found out how to work 3 weeks a month and take 1 week off every month. Hey, I just found out how to pay off all my student loan debt in half the time. Hey, I just found out how to help my aging parents. Hey, I just found out how to quit commuting and work from home. These are all icebreakers that get people, when you say, I just found out how to do any of those things, what naturally are they going to say to you? How? When they say how, who's asking who for a presentation? And the close. These 5 words have probably made me more money than any 5 words I've ever learned in this profession. And I'm going to give you 2 5-word sequences you want to avoid like the plague. The first is, I just got involved with. Sound familiar? Hey, Susie, I just got involved. Sorry, not interested. The other is, would you be interested in? Kiss of death. So here's how they sound together, and see if you've ever heard these before. Hey, John, hey, Mary, I just got involved with him. Would you be interested? And your friends say, no thanks, not interested. And you didn't even give them any information. And the reason they say they're not interested and they hadn't heard anything is for the last 60 years, network marketing companies have taught their new distributors, their new associates, things like, hey, I just got involved with, and would it be okay, or would you be interested in, hey, I just got involved with this coffee business, would you be interested in drinking healthier coffee? I mean, we've all heard it, so your friends have heard it. And they said no. And there's these programs in our head that trigger the no response to those types of questions. So the 5 words that you replace, would you be interested in, is, would it be okay if? It's almost clinically proven that you can't say no to would it be okay if. So the other day, I'm at dinner with Brett Morrow and his wife, and Dick Exley and his wife, Monica and I, and our waitress did a phenomenal job. And when we got done and we paid her, I said, Jill, I was a waiter at a 5-star French restaurant for about 3 years. I know how hard you work, and you did a really great job tonight, and I really appreciate it. Well, thank you, thank you. And I said, I want to do something for you. What's that? Watch how this goes. I go, do you get an electricity bill? Yes. Would it be okay if it was lower? What do you think she said? Yes. And I said, great. I pulled out my cell phone. I don't have business cards. I pulled out my cell phone. I hit new contact, and I said, put your name and number in there. I'll send you a text, and you can send me a copy of your bill, and I'll show you how much lower it could be. How easy could that be? We've got people, one of my friends, Andy Brock, senior director out of Philadelphia, taught his team this simple, hey, do you get electric bill? Yes. Would it be okay if it was lower? Yes. Not would you be interested in saving money? Would it be okay if it was lower? And in 3 days, Andy and 4 of his leaders put in 35 customers using those simple word phrases. So, the words we do use are really important. But here's what's cool about learning skills. It takes about 3 to 6 months to learn the basic skills that we need to succeed in this business. So why not start learning today and focus on becoming more skillful at your craft? Guys, thank you so much for having me. Let's have a great weekend.